Hello, viewers. Good day. Today, I would like to talk to us about some of the traditional practices in Africa which really hurt people. Africans are still doing this without even thinking about the implications or the effects it's having on the people. Just take, for instance, a woman just lost a husband. She's still mourning that the husband is dead. And some African traditions expect this woman to be placed in a room with the corpse of the late husband to sleep overnight to prove her innocence. To them, if the woman has a hand in what killed the man, then the man's spirit should be probably to take the woman. Then if the woman survives it, so be it. Guilty or innocent, no woman should be subjected to such a wicked and malevolent practice. Losing a husband is enough problem already. Imagine the torture, imagine the trauma, psychological trauma of sleeping in the same room with a corpse. This drives so many people crazy. That's some women, when their husband dies, after being subject to these wicked barbaric practices, within a few months or so, they cannot overcome. They end up dying. Then the silly traditional people, the village people, will say, hey, yes, the spirit of the husband has killed. Yes, you are the real killers, you the villagers, because you tortured her, you subject her to these wicked malpractices. And some parts of Africa where we came from, it's obvious that women don't have rights. Being born a woman is like it's like a liability, and being born a gay child is like a disability. If you're not a man, you don't count traditionally, and even to inherit properties from dad, mom is a big issue. So it's terrible. Ironically, we came from a place where men are deemed demi and semi-gods, while women are seen as liabilities, objects of fun instead of subjects of love. We need to change these habits. There's no law in heaven and on earth that should force a woman, to sleep in the same room with a dead body against her wish. Please, we need to stop this. Again, another one goes to the outcast. Yes, I've written books, I've talked about different ways how these outcasts come about and all those things. Some of them committed atrocities, they violated the laws of the land, they voluntarily went to this native juju and all those things, deities. So, submit themselves, promising to worship such forever and ever, them and their progeny. But remember, we live in a convoluted society. There's evolution of consciousness, the evolution of sociology, psychology, morality. As time goes, the ways of life of people change. So we shouldn't punish the children for the sins of their forefathers. Their forefathers must have committed this, their former whatever progenitors have committed that. But then these children are innocent. The progeny, they're innocent. So please, I expect us, to stop this outcastism. You can't marry this person because it's from, if it's an outcast, because it's from, it's not a freeborn, it's this and that. Every man is freeborn, everyone is freeborn. Birth is birth. You're the one that give this birth tag. You're freeborn, you're outcast, you're this, you're that. I don't believe in all those nonsense. For me, that's a kind of new slavery. Not re-enslaving people in this modern era. It should stop. Young man, young woman, you met somebody you love, feel free. Fall in love, marry, procreate, live righteously. Celebrate life. Celebrate your talent. Celebrate the creations of God. Celebrate the rivers, the ocean, the stars, the moon. Celebrate the Milky Way galaxy. Celebrate the day and night. Celebrate the glory of God. Celebrate. Life should be celebrated, not tolerated. So please, 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 let's stop these barbaric practices. It's hurting people. Then another one is the issue of bride price and all those things. Yeah, relatively, where we are in the Western world, if somebody love, just go ahead, bring one or two people as a witness. You get married, move on with your life. Nobody cares. But some parts of Africa and even some parts of India, Asia, and all those things, the man has to suffer and suffer and sweat. The woman has to suffer and sweat before you could get enough money to really pay the bride price of the man or the woman, whatever. So please, parents, you're making things difficult for these youngsters. Tradition should be evolutionary. It should be evolving with time. It should be evolving with mentality, mindset. It should be evolving with, it should be synergizing with latest scientific discoveries. How did we know before that somebody could fly on an aeroplane? They thought it's only trekking and using horse and cat. But today, people can fly on an aeroplane. Western world now communicating with different parts of the world. Is the fruits of science. You're hearing because of science. Imagine if we stuck to the archaic, barbaric, laws that were ruling humanity 200, 300, 500, 800 years ago. So let's change, let's evolve. Let's end this primitivity. Let's embrace, the fruits of science. Yes, religion is static, but science is evolutionary. I agree. But let there be synergy between religion and science so that we can have a compatibility. Let science meet religion, at the road. Let them meet at the middle of the road. Some people, the bottle is half empty, some is half full. But then perceptions differ. Relatively, I don't think you can influence, what people think about you, how people perceive you. Relatively, you can treat them the way you want, but it's their privilege to decide how they want to perceive you, who you are. And there's no alternative to please everyone. But what I'm saying is that end this barbarism, end this hypocrisy, end these cultural inhibitions that destroy people, end this issue where, women are seen as slaves, where girls are dehumanized, where the weakest among us are dehumanized and ostracized. End it. Let there be relative equity. Let's see people for who they are, human. Let's stop torturing because of sexuality, because of orientation, because of training, because of their background. Let's relate with one another. Let's grow. Let's evolve mentally, psychologically, economically. Let's evolve morally. Let there be pluralistic synergy, to really enhance the glory of humanity. We are one or none. We are one or none. What is in any is in many. I believe in something. The brotherhood of man transcends the sovereignty of nations. Yes, the brotherhood of man transcends the sovereignty of nations. Economic justice can best be won by free men through free enterprises. I believe in that, yes. I said economic justice can best be won by free men through free enterprises. Hope in God gives meaning and purpose to human life. God is our Father. Every man is my brother. Every man is my sister. The earth is our mother. We are one family. Irrespective of color, nationality, gender, and race, we are one family. Forget about your laces and your traces and your manes and your faces. The human race is just one. And what makes us human? Intelligence and shame. Shame makes us human. If you're a human and you don't feel shame, you don't have shame, then your humanity is destroyed. Shame makes us human. And pain is organic. Pain is a sign of life. Yes, there is pain, but let it be relative. Let it be the one that's excruciating, that's going to kill people. Another thing that differs us from other, animals is what? Intelligence. Relatively, most of the humans are gifted with intelligence, but only if you have this wisdom. And remember, like I said in my previous videos, it takes wisdom to bring freedom in any kingdom. To really bring freedom, you need to have wisdom. The kingdom is glorified when wisdom reigns. So let's embrace wisdom. Let's stop this martyrdom. Let's stop killing people. Apathy creates boredom. But at the end of the day, it takes enlightenment. It takes relative capitalistic tendencies, to really bring geographical or political progression, social progression in life. Yeah, relatively, I subscribe to socialism if it's going to carry everybody along relatively. But then let it not kill the capitalistic, gift in humanity. All fingers are not equal. Yeah, the socialists want everybody to be that is, just boring. Let's communism reign and all those things. Just bring it or one, everything treat everybody like that. No, but there are some people. This one is, look at this finger. Let me give you an example. This one is shorter but it's stronger. This one is here slim on its own, baby finger is enjoying. This one is the tallest here, or the longest, whatever you call it. He has what he's doing. Then this one as well has its own glory and beauty. Then this one is the tiniest, yet pretty and slim shape. So everything, that's the way humanity is. And this is what capitalism does. It tries to tell everybody, grow at your own pace, grow at your own pace. But communists want to make all these fingers to be the same. Nature teaches us a lot of lessons. Whatever you do, your stomach will always be in the front. Stomach is like the grace of God. It will always be in the front, whatever you do. Stomach is brave, is daring, is audacious. Whatever you do, the buttocks is at the back for man. The buttocks like a backup. It's always ever ready for you to sit on. It's so patient. Wherever you go, you carry along. And that's like the love of God. So the grace of God goes before us. The love of God backs us up. Please understand your reality. Understand your humanity. How do you equate reality? Something is either solid, liquid, or gaseous. So those three things sums reality. Your definition of reality could either be past, present, or future. You're either male, female, or hermaphrodite. It depends on life. You're either up or down. You're either big or small. You're either fat or slim. But among all these things, let us bring moderation in reality. Let us bring moderation. You either believe or you don't believe. You either good or what people call evil. It depends. But I don't think people are evil relatively. People's attitude might be evil, but I don't see people as evil. People are weak. What people define as evil, I see as weakness, the weakness of humanity and all those things. Even the glorious Bible says, my people perish for lack of knowledge. Embrace knowledge, embrace wisdom. Save the children, save the mothers, save the girls. Men, please give women a chance. The world is in this mess because men continue with their sadomasochistic, encroachment into women's rights. Let women lead. Give them chance. We've tested men and they failed. Then let's trust women and trust our security and other things in the hands of women. Let's see what they can do. Mothers, women are the best economics. If they could manage homes wonderfully, why don't we let them manage our boroughs, our local governments, our state governments, our federal governments? Let them manage the intercontinental affairs of the world. Give women 10, 20, 50 years and see that the world will change. Men have failed us. Men have failed us. Look after the disabled among us. Look after the disabled. Look after the weak. Look after the illiterates. Look after the poor, sick and needy. Look after the aged, the old and dying. Look after people. Stop robbing them of their dignity and their humanity. It's very, very important. It's very, very important. I've talked about relations, about sociology, economics, biology, psychology. I've talked about so many things. Even astrophysics. I've said so much about reality. But are we listening? Are we going to take these lessons? Why don't we value who we have? Why don't we value all we have? Relatively, we don't value what we have or who we have around until these people are these geniuses and sages are gone. There's a village, a man. There's a community, a man. And many people live in one person. Our constituencies, our formation combine, the good and the bad. So the life of man is a battlefield, is a battlefront. There's a culture, there's a community in every being. So whatever culture, whatever humanity, whatever personality, you are allowed to have supremacy. That defines your reality. They say when abomination celebrates anniversary, becomes a culture. Don't allow evil to fester. It's like a wound. It's like a sore. Please, men, women, leaders, teachers, you that teach others, please learn well so that you can know what to teach. And we that are taught, we the laymen, the commoners, and all those things, we should learn to embrace light when it's still shining. Embrace the sun when it's still shining. Make use of the light. Make use of your energy when you're still young, vibrant, and all those things. Stop abusing people. Stop abusing the weak. Stop abusing the children under your tutelage. Stop abusing your pupils, your students. Stop taking advantage of them. In some parts of the world now, justice is for sale. It goes to the highest bidder. It shouldn't be like that. Some of the lecturers will trust our young girls to, and young men to understand. They are not the predators, sexual predators. What we are seeing that's prevalent today is what? Sex for marks. They sleep with you, they help, they give you a mark. These things should be destroyed. These things should not allow to fester. They're dangerous, they're injurious to the soul of reality. Let's live to celebrate. Let's celebrate to live. Let's embrace talents. So many people are dying with their talents. The graveyard is filled with unwanted talents. The graveyard is like a dump yard for talents. Many people die without celebrating their talents because we are not giving the opportunity. Yeah, we live in a world of karmic consciousness. I believe karma rules here. We reap what we sow, But at the end of the day, let there be amnesty. Let there be forgiveness. Let there be tolerance. Let there be celebration. Let's understand that, we are here temporarily. We are not going to be in this world forever. Do you know where you are before coming to this place? You don't know what you are before you are born. If you are just born, your name is given by somebody. Your sexuality you didn't choose. Your orientation you didn't, your background you didn't choose. Your parents you didn't choose. Your mindset did you choose? No. They are all gift endowments to you. So why not celebrate cheerfully? Why not be grateful for who you are? Be grateful for what you are. Be grateful for the talent you're given. Be grateful for the opportunity you're given. You could as well have existed 400, 800, 1,000 years ago. You should as well have existed, maybe come into existence the next 5 or 10,000 years to come. So appreciate your era. Celebrate your era. In one of my books, I say something. I say every age is modern for its dwellers. Every age, every era is modern for its dwellers. For us, this is our modern age. 2,000 years ago, the dwellers, then that's their modern age. 300, 600, 800 years ago, the dwellers of that age, of that reality, that is their modernity. So you're the modern man. You are the best evolution has provided. You're the best reality has provided. You're the best. You're the current reality. You're the current fruitfulness. You're the current joy. You're the current love. So appreciate your humanity. Appreciate your dignity. Celebrate. Celebrate the talent. Celebrate the people around you. Even the weak among us, celebrate them still. Celebrate your dignity and shun inhumanity, shun imbecility, shun atrocity. We are one or none. What is in any is in many. Dignify our humanity. Stop robbing people of their human rights. Right to freedom of thoughts, freedom of speech, freedom of worship, freedom of religion, all those things. Freedom to have education and all those things. Freedom to be heard without being tortured, without being persecuted, without being prosecuted. Let people have free speech. Rain in use, shine in use, rain. You are human, rain. I'm speaking to you. The folks that make up this humanity, this era, this reality, this nascent millennium. Realize your humanity, realize your dignity, realize your creativity. Stop torturing people, stop taking advantage of people. Stop this anger and madness. Stop the proliferation of nuclear weapons. It's going to destroy all of us. It's going to destroy civilization as we know it. Stop the proliferation of nuclear. The only way I support nuclear, nuclear enhancement, is only going to provide us with electricity and help our industries to grow. Apart from that, I don't support nuclear at all. I said recently about abortion. I said stop killing unborn babies, stop killing the fetuses, stop aborting them. The only reason I support abortion is if the life of the mother is in danger, or if the baby in the womb is disabled or whatever, is not okay. If bringing that child will kind of make the child suffer the rest of their life, that's the only reason I support it. Or if there is incest or rape. Apart from that, I don't support abortion at all. I don't support abortion. Every right, every human, every being has a right to exist. Everyone is striving for continuity. That's why some people, they don't have children, they don't have people to leave behind. It's like a halting. Some people beget us. We need to beget others. We need to provide others so that reality will continue. Please respect people for their, for their dignity. Let's proliferate sanity. Let's debase inhumanity. Let this political consciousness grow. Let this sociological consciousness grow. Let us realize who we are. Let us realize the beauty of the creations, Look at the Himalayas. Look at the powerful snows, the innocence of the purity of the snow. Look at the sound of the rain. Listen to the sound of the rain. Stand on the ocean. Look at the sound of the river flows. Listen to the voice of silence. Admire nature. Realize your being. Look into the mirror. Admire yourself. Admire your beautiful hairs, your wonderful eyelids, your lovely teeth, Admire your lovely mustache. Admire your lovely chest, your biceps, and all those things. Admire your shoulders. Look at yourself. Say, I'm beautiful. I'm handsome. Appreciate your lovely legs, your nails. Appreciate the beauty and the love and the joy God put in you. By doing this, you're enhancing humanity. You're glorifying Almighty God. Stop this tribalism. Stop this favoritism. Stop this racism. Stop murdering people. Stop using your uniforms, to torture and oppress people. Stop taking bribes. Stop this corruption. Stop this abomination. Stop this fornication. Stop this adultery. End it. End this imbecility. End this corruption. Please. Remember that you acquired here. You're still going to leave them here. Kings were here thousands of years ago. 500, 600 years ago. Where are they now? They're all gone with their vanity, with their troubles. And one thing about humanity that we never learn. We rarely learn. We rarely learn from history. And the history keep repeating. If there's social consciousness, if people begin to realize who they are, understand, if there's this kind of, the way we chase money, if we begin to chase, enhancing social conscious, spiritual consciousness that way, there will be enlightenment. Wars will cease. Criminality will reduce, understand? Barbarism will end relatively, understand? Humanism will reign. Joy will reign. Love will reign. We are not machines. We should stop being mechanical. We should start being spiritual. We are not robotic. We are altruistic. We are created with sense of human kindness. We are created with sense of endurance, sense of patience, sense of empathy, forgiveness, celebration. We are created with, with sense of liberty and security. Let's start in practicing this. It's not about doom and gloom. It's not about material acquisitions. Please, let the strong look after the weak. Let the strong stop destroying, killing the weak. Yes, we live in a world of predation. Yeah, the world where where dog eat dog, where the strong oppress the weak, and that's why you have this social injustices. That's why lawyers can't sleep at night without taking pills. That's why celebrities are taking drugs. That's why you see alcoholics around. That's why I see a lot of people homeless. I see somebody with multi-billion estate, more than 50, 60 buildings. Then the next neighbor doesn't have even a room, and the next door neighbor is homeless. You're flying on private jets, you're doing all those things. The next door neighbor doesn't even have a bicycle, doesn't have a tire, doesn't even have a car. What are you living for? I don't envy you. People, I don't envy you. You are slaves to materialism. You're slaves to acquisition. You're still going to leave all of them behind. And some people atrociously oppress others. They march on people just to climb to their, what their so-called greatness, their definition of greatness, in quote. What shall it profit you to gain the whole world and lose the kingdom of God? Who are you living for? What would you like to be remembered for? Who are you dying for? What is your goal of existence? What is your purpose? What defines your reality? What is the summation of your, the definition of perfection? What sums your perfection? What sums your salvation? What defines your salvation? Are you spiritually insured or the life hereafter? Are you giving up your best and dying empty? What are you living for? Who are you living for? Man, look into your life. Look into your reality. Look into your purpose. Look into your obligations. Be tenacious. Be purposeful. Be altruistic. Realize your reality. Realize your time and space. Realize your culture. Realize your humanity, your dignity. Realize the glory of your creation, the glory of your purpose, why you're called into existence. Your life matters. Your glory matters. Your beauty matters. You're created, to realize the environment. You're created to sanitize the environment. You're created to protect others, the weak around you. You in uniform, protect the weak. You in uniform, make sure you maintain social order. Stop torturing people. Stop killing the refugees. Stop killing the internally displaced people. Stop this oppression. Stop this war. Stop this barbarism. Stop this exploitation of the weak and vulnerable. Live and let live, and the world will be a better place for all of us. Realize your dignity. You are a child of God. Someone authored you, someone created you, someone, believed in you by allowing you to be. So give others chance to live. Live and let live. The world is like a global family. We are one or none. Be you black, Asian, Australia, African, America, whatever you call it, whatever color you time yourself with, white, I don't care, albino, gypsy, whatever you define, your race or your culture to be. But please respect others' space, respect others' privacy, respect others' right to life, right to freedom of expression. Stop exploiting the masses, you rulers. You're here temporarily. Highest you stay in this world, 500, 600 years, you're gone. Kings were here and they're gone. Rulers were here and they're gone. Politicians were here. Priests were here, they're gone. You're still going to, go. One of my books, I say something. I say life is like a snowflake dropped on a hot brim that melts and forsakes. When you get a pure snow, just drop it on a hot, iron. It's just a matter of yeah. But people don't understand that. We exist between time and space. Some people define life by the level or amount of materialism they acquire. Properties, love, children, all those things. No. Your life should be defined by the value of purpose, of the value you add to life, by the value your purpose are added to existence, by the enhancement you made to humanity. Read books, write books, make discoveries, try to discover new vaccines that will take care of humanity's element. Make new designs, build new homes, build orphanages, build hospitals, grade the roads, pick up the debris, pick up the things around. Look after the gardens and all those things. Clean our water, clean our ocean, remove the plastics, stop smoking, stop this alcoholism, end prostitution if you can. Please live for a purpose, add value to existence. Stop this wicked, barbaric, attitude of yours. Embrace latitude, and you can create global fortitude. By doing this, Almighty God will be glorified, and humanity will be a better place for us. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. I don't need you to love me. My love will be enough for us. Thank you. Have a wonderful and blessed weekend. I love you all, but God loves us better. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.